Hello and welcome to another Cube Draft. So they finally uploaded again. It's currently the start of February because I actually started a job, so don't have a lot of time to record these things. Pretty interesting pack. Like there's no card that really sticks out. This Gideon isn't that great. Rifting Cloudskate is good card. Venser is good card. As is made of it. Brimstone Volley, stuff like that. Question is, what do I want to do? I'm usually not a red drafter, but I think I actually want the Brimstone Volley. Even in a control deck, it's a better removal card. Red can be open, that will just go in it. We can go red black, we can go red blue, we can go red green, red white even, or just splash it sometimes. But it seems to be the better all-round pick. I mean, Doomblade is also a really good card, but Brimstone Volley just opens up more options. Cunning Spark Mage, not that great of a card. Shrine of Burning Rage is though. Um, Even in another color with play it, I guess. The problem with forcing red is that your first picks are always, worse cards than the best card. I assume Vampiric Tutor here is the best card. Followed by something like Dreadbore, Reveillark, a card like that. Inquisition is also pretty good. But we'll go for the Shrine here. And nothing anymore, huh? So we have Palladium Mirror to accelerate. Oh yeah, this isn't a holiday cube anymore, so there's no acceleration anymore. So being green usually means you have acceleration, and Palladium Mirror also means you have acceleration, which isn't normally there. I think out of these cards, Solemn, Thoughtseize, Prophetic Ball is obviously really good. We'll pick up this. Maybe we'll go blue-red aggro. Flametone Cavu is good. Rakdos Cackler is good. Sorry for the interruption. So anyway, I think Cavu is a better card, even though it hits our own creatures. Cackler is something that's easily replaced, or at least um, more likely to be replaced. Not easily, but more likely. This doesn't fit because we want to play white. Forbid is a fine card, I guess. But we'll go with the Cavu. Wow. Why do we get this kind of shit now? So yeah, Welder, don't see myself playing that. Wolfir is actually pretty good of a card. It's currently not that creature based yet. I just don't see myself playing any of these other cards. Like this will never happen. This will most likely not happen. Nor will this. So we'll just pick up the Wolfir and hate it, I guess. Wow, man, what is this? So Monk's Diamond, meh, not a fan of. Like it's good in constructed if you can run it, but here, no thank you. Primal Command is obviously not a bad card, and then we'll commit ourselves to 3 colors with a splash to red maybe. Um, hmm. Pernicious Deed is also good. Yeah, let's go for the Primal Command. Rouse the Wreck we can play, and it is a Planeswalker. We just need to fix then. Time War, well, there's a lot of blue here, but I'm gonna pick up the Planeswalker. Flooded Grove is then something I obviously want, because it fixes my colors. And it seems that we're gonna turn out to be a 3-color semi-control deck. Not a big fan of it, but I mean, this is what you get when you try to go red and someone else is in it, and then you start branching out, and then you have to pick other picks, and then you're basically screwed. The success of a mono red deck is no one else drafting it, and even like just burn spells in general are played by other people just as a removal card. So it's really hard to pick up like a really strong mono red deck. LSV does it almost every single time. I have no clue how he does it so often. I guess I'll pick up a Willbender here. It's not a bad card, it's a creature. It's obviously not the nuts, but out of these 7, it's probably the better one. Goddamn door. Give me a sec. Okay, it should be shut now. So annoying. Someone walks in, just says something, and then they walk out, they close the door, but they don't really close it, so after like a minute it opens again, and then if I don't shut it and I keep talking, of course, someone will complain like, hey, you still have your, why are you talking? Stop talking. I'm like, yeah, you should just close the fucking door. Molten Rain, ha. I don't see that many people being greedy here with their mana bases compared to where the power is, the powered ones. It does deal 2 damage though. And don't see myself playing any of the others except Tectonic Edge. I can play Tech Edge in 3-color deck. So I'll go for the Molten Rain. The problem with Molten Rain is that it's double black, double red. Which is probably not something I want to do. But we'll see. I just didn't see myself playing Tech Edge either. Just because we're 3 colors at this point. And I'm not sure about the green splash. It all depends on next 2 packs, of course, and what we open and what we get best. Legacy's Allure is actually a pretty good card. It seems like a bad card, but I mean, you can drop it pretty early and then you just gain control of a creature. So it's not that bad. Obviously, double blue can become an issue, but at this point we can just, you know, play these 2 colors and say fuck you green. We only have 2 of them. It's not like we have to play them. Especially not seeing that, you know, they're double color. Like if green usually isn't that easy to splash because a lot of our cards require multiple green sources. We haven't seen a single mana acceleration out of green, and only 2 decent cards in green as well. Might have been earlier in the draft that I saw something good in green that I, you know, just passed over. But green gains a lot of value in non-powered cube as well. It's really good because it's one of the only colors that actually has the acceleration. So here, Sphere of the Suns, obvious pickup. I mean, it accelerates us, it fixes color. It's a pretty good card in, you know, where I just mentioned that acceleration is way hard to come by. I think you have Mind Stone, Sphere of the Suns, Everflowing Chalice too as artifacts. And then, there are like no signets, right? No signets, no power, so none of that shit. Maybe I'll pick up the memory jar here. Seems unlikely though, but I won't play any of the others either. Sampado Grove, no, Needle is better. Halimar Depths I'll probably play over in Islands. It's not that bad of a card. Wilder already vanished, so we can't do broken stuff with our artifacts. And Needle is just too narrow. The 2-1 creature is just better. Whenever you cast your next thing, you may choose new targets. Oh, copy. Okay. Chandra isn't bad. Forkbolt isn't bad. Seagate Oracle isn't bad. Nightveil Spectre is too greedy on a mana base. Flooded Strand won't fix a lot. I think it's just Chandra, right? I mean, Gideon is really good as well though, but we're obviously not in that color and not gonna pick something outside of my color over it. Chandra is fine if I can like Brimstone Volley, Molten Rain, stuff, Prophetic Bolt, stuff like that. And it is a Planeswalker, so yeah, we'll pick it up. Magus of the Moon, I don't think it's that great. Glen Rendra is a pretty good card, but I think Vidalcan Shackles is big here. Like if I do this, and then, you know, just pick up the Shackles, it's probably the better card out of these. No, Shackles is pretty hard to beat. Avenger is a really good finisher, but I assume we can pick up another finisher somewhere. We'll just hide these and again. I guess I'll play Bulgarian and Hellkite. It's not that bad of a card. Obviously these 2 would have been fine as well, but we're less likely now to be playing green. I also might have picked this as well. But maybe one of these two will, and I'll just pick up a Hellkite here because it's an 8 mana 5/5 flyer, which is meh. But the fact that it has flash and the come into play effect makes it a pretty good card. And someone actually disconnected at this point, so the draft should be... oh, he reconnected, it's fine. This was actually played in Constructed when it was Type 2 legal. It was also played, of course, in the combo deck known as Dragonstorm, but even outside of that, in control decks, it was played like it's just a really good card. Because it takes control, you can do it end of turn, stuff like that. Like, you can keep open a counter spell. Speaking of counter spells, Forbid didn't wheel, but we do get a cut past, which I'm probably gonna pick up. Apparently you have Painted Prism too as well as an acceleration. But cut, of course, pretty good card, and if you can alter that, it's pretty much GG, I guess. Tapping every mountain for damage usually means you have a really fast clock, and or you can just remove the entire field of your opponent in a few turns, and they can not really put something into play. And elsewise, it's a 4 mana 4/4 haste that, and Planeswalker has 4 toughness. Yeah, it's just a good card. It's the reason why Imperial Painter got a bit of a spike in Legacy. It was played in Constructed in red deck wins. It's really good. It was really good against control decks there. Just an all-around good card. And I'm actually not that into Legacy anymore. I'm actually not playing that often anymore in general, which is my bad, I guess. Master of Ways equal to the devotion of your blue. Yeah, that seems unlikely. It is a 2/1, but it's 4 mana. We have this one. Yeah, I guess I'll pick up a second Chandra. More Planeswalkers, more power. This is actually a decent card if it would deal damage to a creature, but it doesn't. I think Stormblood Berserker, maybe. Survival of the Fittest, we have 4 creatures. Seems unlikely that's gonna be good. None of these others are good either, though. I think I'll go with the Jackal-Pup, just because it's a 2/1. This is hard. Like, I'm not gonna splash green. Seems unlikely that I'll splash green, but if I do, is Survival the bear card? No, right? Beast Within is. Okay, let's pick up the Beast Within then. So we get a Simic Sky Swallower, which just makes me more inclined to actually splash, but I think Desperate Ravings is just a too good card to pass up. Palincron would have been fine, Simic Sky Swallower would have been fine, Time Spiral maybe, but we'll pick up the Ravings here. Warm Power Stone is fine, Repeal is fine. Mystical Tutor, don't really have any blowout spells, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go with the Repeal here. For Bolt Wield, and we'll pick it up here. Good removal card in the early game. Phantom's here, good card to late game draw cards or early game draw cards. Problem is that you can't really do that much with it because return to islands is usually a big deal. But I'm gonna pick it up. We'll see what to do with it. I didn't see myself playing any of the other cards. Maybe what was it? There was one card that I was considering as well over the Phantoms here. I didn't mention it. I just had it in my mind. There was one card that I could have picked up as well. So the Forest did wheel as expected. We'll pick it up here just in case we want to splash one of these. Pyroclasm is probably the pick here. Like, Colonnade is fine, Histrodon is me. Because the Unmorph is double green for me. Murmuring Busk or Raging Ravine. We'll pick up the Ravine here. Just in case we want to splash for something green, like a Beast Within or a Wolf here. I think you can manage without, especially seeing that there's still an entire booster to come. But you never know. We'll pick up a Keldon Champion, but we won't be playing it, and Golgari Rot Farm, we won't ever be playing that either. So if we got these three, we're down to 23 cards with, 19 cards basically that we'll play. So we just need to pick up 4 good cards to have a UR control deck, I guess. Pretty good cards here for me. We have Serendip Efreet, which is a nice card. We have Mloku, which is a nice card. Crucible Forts doesn't actually work with us because we didn't pick up the Tectonic Edge. Mythovault is a fine card, but I think I'll have to pick up the Serendip Efreet here. 3/4 flying for 3 mana is usually good. One of these 3 should wheel, and maybe the Impulse. So that's 4 cards, 5 cards even that we wouldn't mind seeing wheel, so we'll pick up the Efreet. I don't know if I'll play the Helmer Depths yet though. Riftbolt is fine, Thirst is fine. We have 1, 2, 3 cards to discard to the Thirst, which isn't that great of an amount. Maybe we just want the 3 mana, 3 damage. Smash to Smithereens seems fine, but also meh sometimes. We can't actually fetch this, so that has no value. Call of the Herd is fine, but it's in a splash. I think I'd rather have the Riftbolt. Seems weird. Volcanic Island, pretty good. Tinker, pretty sick, but we can't pass up a Tamiyo. Hopefully one of these 2 will wheel. Maybe the Days, maybe the Avalanche Riders. We'll see, but Tamiyo is just too good of a Planeswalker. We have a Bonfire, Steam Augury, Scalding Tarn. Wow, these packs are good. We probably want like one of the counters. The question is which one. Like Bonfire is also really good as a Steam Augury, but I think we do want the counter. I'm gonna go for the Dissipate here. Let's say we got the green. And we get a Jace Balerion. Holy shit, how many Planeswalkers are we gonna have? Could picked up this one, but obviously want a Jace here. We are over the amount of cards we can play now. We actually have too many. Maybe the Phantom Seer goes and the Whirlwinder goes, and we'll just be splashing blue somehow. But then Shackles has to go if we're just splashing blue. Well, even if you just have like 3 islands, it's still fine. Molten Rain is probably gone. And then we have 1 more card to cut. I think I won't be playing the Helmer Depths either, by the way. This is actually 23 cards, yeah. So this is how our deck would look at this point. We have Force of Will, but we don't actually run a lot of those cards. We have 2 fetches. We have Court of Calling, which we won't play either. Maybe I'll pick up the Firelit tickets here. Like, I don't see myself playing any of the other cards. Like, Force of Will is fine, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is a low amount. Yeah, we'll pick it up, but I won't be main decking it. Oh, we actually have 9 because Prophetic Ball 10. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we have 10 blue, so that actually makes it better. The question is what I want to cut for Force Will, and I don't think there's a good answer to that. I actually want another finisher. We only have 1 at this point. Huntmaster is actually a pretty good card, right? Hopla, we'll pick it up. We might just not be playing. Wow, if we pick up this over this, how good wouldn't that be? Like, we just go green instead of blue. Nah. We can splash blue, we can splash green. But then, if we splash green, do we want to play Master of the Wild Hunts? Are we gonna play Old Man in the Sea? Good question. Are we gonna play Sundering Titan? Tinker probably won't wheel. We'll pick it up. Like, if it wheels, we'll play it. It obviously didn't wheel. But Impulse did, so easy pick up there. Yeah, we have way too many cards here. Maybe cut the Desperate Ravings, although I like it. Maybe cut the main deck Pyroclasm or something like this now. Sundering Titan is just a good finisher. It's 8 mana, 7, 10. When it comes into play, it's, wrecks mana bases. On both ends, mostly, but we'll pick up the Thirst here. We actually were considering it in previous pick as well. Like I don't know what I was considering it against a red card. I know that, but I don't know. Oh, against Revolt, right? Yeah, so we actually managed to pick up both. And Tinker did wheel. Holy shit. Tinker wheeled. Not bad. We only have one target for it, but that's enough. Steam Augury wheeled as well. So yeah, we're actually just gaining value here. Really good card. And now we also have the Force of Will. Oh, holy shit. Like, I have way too many cards here. Come on, man. Be faster. Faster, faster, faster. I think the worst card for me to play against is Birthing Pot, so I will pick up that. Empty the Barrens, sure. Because we can't actually get rid of that card. And Kozal Pride Mage. Anyway, I know normally now should be drug construction, but I'm gonna take like a small minute because I have to do something really quick, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry for that. Most of the time, I obviously, take enough time to allocate to say like, yeah, I'm gonna do a cube draft, and it's gonna take me so long to do it. And then you obviously, keep the time aside to do so. But sometimes unforeseen circumstances come up, like this, like right now. I really had to go to the bathroom. I tried to keep it in, like. Just couldn't. I was like, God damn it, I really need to go take a shit. Sorry for the rough language for some of you out there. But I just had no way of not going there. So put creatures aside because actually I have a low amount of creatures, I guess. Yeah, I really have a low amount of creatures. Holy moly. What if you add green? So green won't actually add that much of creatures either. Just 2. And Wolfur is actually really bad without them. Now this deck can become horrendous just because of the fact that we have so few creatures. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planeswalkers though. So we're obviously not gonna touch these because we want creatures in the deck. I think we have to keep tinkering now because we have to have the option to get Sundering Titan really quick. The question is, do we want both Chandras? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with the one Chandra, and then the other one just allows me to play cards. Yeah, I'm obviously gonna keep them. They're really good. Like, just put cards we won't ever consider cutting. Well, maybe I'll consider cutting Jace. So those, like Prophetic Bolt won't be cut, Fork Bolt won't be cut. I just said like Tinker won't be cut, so then we obviously can't. I actually am considering that. Like Shackles is an obvious keep, right? Brimstone Volley is probably an obvious keep. So these are cards I'm definitely keeping. These are cards I'm considering. These are cards that are out at this point. I think seeing that I have so few creatures, I want to repeal to keep the early game in check and just, you know, to have a catch-all answer. In the same way, I want to counterspell in. Which 3 cards do I got here? Like, Legacies, Allure, and Shackles are pretty good. Impulse is good. Shrine is just good if you want to play the Tinker package. Like, which 3 cards? I would got like something like Jace, Force, and Thirst or something. Like, Thirst has pretty bad value. Jace has a bit better value. So this leaves me with 1 card to cut. Willbender maybe? It's a creature, but it's a stupid one too. Something like this. Is there something else I want to cut? Shrine. Now, let's run like this. I do know I have the Halmer Depth. I do know I have another artifact, like I won't be playing Piting Needle. Piting Needle, I guess it's pronounced. Halmer Depths, you know, I have no shuffle effect. Sometimes I just draw it where I need the other land. I just don't think it's that great of a card. I don't have any other decent fix. I do have fix for green, which would give me access to Wolfir, Huntmaster, Beast Within, but that's about it, and it's not worth branching out into a third color. So we're just gonna keep it like this and suggest 8, 9. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I actually want more blue in the early game, and with Shackles having more irons is actually pretty good as well. Man, I'm still Thirst is so good though. What do I got for the Thirst? And as is Phantoms here, like it's a fine card, it's 1-3 even. It's a 1-3, right? Yeah. It's not that bad of a card. The question is, what do you cut for it? Like, if you put something in, something has to go in with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 really good planeswalkers. Like, cut is maybe a bit worse here. Let's try it. We'll see. And I'll see you guys in the next video for the very first round.